Hello, beautiful souls. So, it's been a hot minute, I'm not gonna lie. I have not posted in literal months. And I wanna kind of explain why. Because it's not that I didn't want to show up. Like, consciously, I'm like, yeah, like, I wanna make these videos. I wanna get myself out there. But subconsciously, there was definitely some blockage. And it wasn't until I was in San Antonio with a friend, and we did a tarot. We did one of the tarot readings. Shout out to Gem Goddess. She's freaking amazing. I love doing my tarot readings from her on YouTube. But anyway, when I listened to my reading, it led me to asking myself this question. And it was just basically like, why am I so inconsistent on YouTube? Like, I genuinely did not understand. I was so confused. Um, and so God really showed out, because within like the next week, which is this week right now, um, there's a live event going on, completely free, and it was about going full time in your purpose. And when I read the email, I was like, oh my goodness, like I have to hop on this. Like I've got to hop onto this, right? Like it felt really aligned. And on day 1, the teacher had asked this question: what about dot 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 feels familiar as a child? And so I put in the blank, what about being inconsistent on YouTube feels familiar as a child? Because a lot of times, these stories that we have come to believe all stems from childhood. We've learned it from somewhere. It's just kind of a matter of figuring out where, when, right? You know, just trying to think of that root cause of that blockage that is blocking you from your full potential, from tapping into the highest level of yourself, your highest self, right? And so, oh my goodness, the breakthrough that I had received, we had did a meditation, and that's where it had came out. And I'm gonna read it just to make sure that I don't miss anything. All right. Okay. So it says, I realize the reason I am so inconsistent on YouTube is because the inner child in me feels like she has to run away when things get hard. And that's because all she wants to do is make mom and dad proud. All she wants to do is help them see that she is an all-star, that she is quote unquote worthy. And guys, I got so emotional. I'm getting so emotional just thinking about it and realizing the truth. This is the truth. Be regardless of how well I do in anything. And I just want to back it up real quick. Growing up, I always felt like I had to be perfect in everything. I felt like I had to get the perfect grades. I felt like there was no room to mess up, because if I messed up, then mom and dad would not love me. And that's the story that I gave myself through various experiences that I experienced as a child, or how I interpreted it as a child, you know? So I'm going to go on and keep reading. So the truth is, I am worthy regardless of how well I do. I am worthy whether I do amazing on things or mess up. My worthiness is not tied to my performance, because I am worthy by simply being me. And for so long, I felt like the worthiness came from being perfect, and that's so far from the truth. That's so far from my truth. Like, when I show up just by being me, like, that's when the magic happens. And so the memory that came up, I had always loved dancing growing up. I was dancing since I was 7, and I loved it. I felt like it came pretty easy to me. But it was one day where senior year of high school comes, and I had a new class, a new teacher, and all of a sudden things didn't feel easy anymore. Things felt hard in the class. It felt challenging. And it threw me off, because it was like, well, if this class is hard, if I'm messing up, what is mom and dad gonna think? How are they gonna treat me? Am I gonna feel seen from them? So many thoughts will come to my head, and I basically convinced myself that I did not love dancing anymore. And I told my friend from high school, I was like, hey, I don't want to do dancing anymore. Like, can you come with me to tell my grandma that I no longer want to do this, because she was paying for my classes. I was like, can you come with me and tell her, like, I no longer want to do this? And we did. And after that, I didn't dance for years, like years, guys. Until this last year is when I finally picked it back up, and I discovered I love it so much still. Like, I still love it so much. But my point being is, I ran away when it got hard, because it felt easier. It felt easier to quit while I was good than to go through the challenges and let myself mess up, it felt easier just to quit. Reading my notes. And here's the thing. This belief, this story that I've told myself, I started seeing it in so many other aspects in my life, in the activities that I played. I seen it in careers where I would get so excited to start up. I love starting new things. But the moment it got hard, I was like, you know what? Let's move on to something else. I instead want to try this instead of pushing through the barrier. And to bring it back to today with this YouTube channel, I started putting out content. I started making videos, and it felt kind of easy. It was still uncomfortable, but my point being is it started to feel challenging because I didn't want to mess up. The whole point of this is I felt like if I showed up as my authentic self, if I messed up, like there was no room to mess up on this YouTube channel. I couldn't mess up. That's what I would think in my brain. And that's not what being authentic is about. Being your authentic self is showing your community that, yeah, I can be good at this, but it's also okay if I'm not the best at it either. It's okay, you know? Like, it's okay to mess up. There's nothing wrong with messing up because we're human, you know? We're freaking human. Humans mess up. We're not robots. We're not computers. And even computers mess up. Computers have glitches. So they're not even perfect. So when to tie it back in, when I heard my higher self saying that in the meditation, when I had that memory pop up, I was literally in tears. Literally in tears. And all I could say to myself is, I am worthy by simply existing. I am worthy just for being me. And you guys deserve to know that too. Like, whatever you want to pursue, whatever dreams you want to go for, whatever goals, like, you are worthy of it just by simply being you, just by being your authentic self. And there's gonna be times when you mess up, but messing up is a part of the learning process. It's like, okay, I messed up, but am I gonna learn and grow from it? Or am I gonna let it consume me and just quit? And I don't wanna quit. I don't wanna quit this. I don't wanna quit this YouTube channel. I I don't, because I know that this is where I'm meant to be. This is what I'm meant to do. I want to show up as and embrace my authenticity. I want to guide people into seeing their full potential. And I don't have it figured out yet. I don't have it all figured out. And the truth is, I'll never I'll never have it all figured out. But the most important thing that I can do is embrace the journey and embrace being myself. And I hope that you guys do that too. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have anything else left to say. I really just wanted to share that breakthrough and just let you guys know that you're gonna be seeing a lot more of me. Don't you worry. This train has not stopped. It's only just begun. Only just begun. Because the version of me that is doing this right here, she is calm about it. She's excited about it. It feels natural to her. Yeah. Get ready, guys. Yeah. I don't think I have anything else left to say. I appreciate you so much for sticking around this long. Thank you, thank you, thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Have a great day.